Why you? Because no one else can handle the fight inside you like you can. This battle is yours, and you were built for it. There are days I wake up with a weight on my chest. It's not physical, it's doubt. That silent pressure, that whispering voice saying I'm not enough, that maybe I'm not built for this. Maybe I've aimed too high. Maybe this mountain wasn't meant for me. But I've learned something. Doubt only shows up where there's something powerful waiting to be built. Doubt doesn't knock on the door of someone who isn't dangerous to their limits. So if it's here, it means I'm close. But still, it's heavy. The struggle is real. The obstacles aren't imaginary. And the question echoes in my head, why me? Why does this feel so hard, so relentless? Why does it feel like the world is daring me to quit every single day? And the answer comes not from outside, but from within. Because I'm built for this. No one else can carry this weight, not because they're weak, but because this path was never theirs to walk. This battle wasn't assigned to anyone else. These specific trials, these sharp turns and steep hills, they're tailored for me. I'm not here to break, I'm here to rise. The doubt wants me to forget who I am. It wants me to measure myself by my fear instead of my fire. But that fire, it still burns. Even on my worst days. Especially on my worst days. And I remind myself, I am stronger than my doubts. Not because I don't feel them. I do. They crawl into my thoughts. They dress up as logic. They disguise themselves as caution and realism. But I don't bow to them anymore. I see them for what they are, signals. Warnings that I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. Alarms that I'm growing. Because growth hurts. It challenges. It shakes. It breaks comfort in two and demands everything I've got, but isn't that what I asked for? To become something more, to become someone greater? Then how could I expect the journey to be light? No champion is born in calm, no fire hardens without heat, and no strength is ever built without resistance. The pressure I feel is proof that I'm in motion, that I'm not standing still, and I would rather struggle moving forward than rot in place with false peace. This path isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to change me. And it already is. Every step I take with shaking knees is a step of defiance. Every breath I pull in under the weight is a declaration. I will not quit. The more it hurts, the closer I am. The doubt screams loudest just before the breakthrough. And I know this now. I don't need to be fearless. I just need to move anyway. Let the doubt be there. Let it scream. Let it try to weigh me down. I'll carry it, but I won't stop. I wasn't made to collapse. I was made to climb. So I dig deep. I tap into that hidden well of strength I've barely touched before. I stop looking at how far I still have to go and remind myself how far I've already come, because I have come far, through storms that should have drowned me, through nights that tried to bury me, and I'm still standing, still pushing, still hungry. This journey is mine, and no one else can walk it. That means no one else can steal it, or shape it, or define it either. And that makes it powerful. That makes me powerful. I am not here to be defined by fear, but to be refined by fire. Let the pressure come. Let the doubt circle. I know what I carry. Strength isn't about never questioning. It's about never surrendering, and I will not surrender. Because this is mine. My struggle. My path. My weight to carry. And I carry it with pride. Because I am stronger than every doubt that tries to break me. And every step I take in defiance of that doubt. It's a step closer to who I'm meant to become. If this message lit even a spark inside you, then don't keep that fire to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and stay with me on this journey, because we're rising together, one challenge, one victory, one unstoppable moment at a time. Some days, it feels like life's testing me on every level. Like the world keeps throwing weight on my shoulders just to see if I'll finally crack. And maybe I've asked myself 100 times, why me? Why this? Why now? But if I'm honest with myself deep down, I already know the answer, because this hardship wasn't a random punishment. It was placed in my path to awaken something inside me, that something only I carry. This struggle, it's mine. Crafted not to break me, but to reveal me. And maybe that's the whole point. Because anyone can smile when things are easy. Anyone can be confident when the skies are clear. But it takes something rare, something unshakable, to keep standing in the storm. To fight when it hurts. To keep believing when nothing makes sense. And that is what I'm here to master. Handling hardship is not a curse. It's a call. It's the call to rise when everything around me says stay down. It's the call to hold the line when everything inside me begs for comfort. But comfort has never made warriors. Ease has never built kings. Every moment I've been knocked down, every time I've stared into the mirror and questioned if I had what it takes, it was all part of the shaping. Because strength isn't just about muscle. It's not about appearances. It's about grit. It's about what I do when no one's watching. It's about how I carry myself when the weight is unbearable. It's about how I keep going when giving up would be easier, quieter, safer. But I'm not here to live safe. I'm here to live strong. I'm not built for a path without obstacles. I'm built to walk straight through them. Because every struggle that shows up in my life, it's not just a test. It's a custom challenge. It's tailored to me. Not because I'm weak, but because I'm the only one equipped to face it. And with every battle I survive, I'm not just proving something to the world. I'm proving it to myself, that I'm becoming something powerful, someone unbreakable. Each scar, each failure, each night spent fighting my own demons, it's all carving something fierce inside me. It's not about avoiding pain. It's about learning how to carry it, how to use it, how to turn it into fire. Because fire can destroy, yes, but it can also forge. And I choose to let it forge me. I am not the victim of my struggle. I am the product of my persistence. And every hardship I've faced has only added to my arsenal. While others run from pain, I walk into it. Not because I enjoy it, but because I understand it. I understand what it's here to do. It's here to strip me of weakness, to humble me, to remind me that strength isn't something I wear, it's something I bleed for. So the next time I'm tempted to say, I can't do this, I'll stop. I'll remind myself, yes, I can. Because this exact struggle is shaping me into the kind of person I claim I want to be. And how I respond right now, that determines whether I truly mean it. Anyone can talk about wanting to grow, but growth doesn't happen in words. It happens in action, in pain, in pressure. And I accept it. I take it. I use it, because I am not here to be comfortable. I am here to be legendary. I am here to become the version of me that no one sees coming. And that version is only born through hardship. Let the world keep throwing storms. I'm not scared anymore, because every storm I've faced before has made me stronger for the next one. And I know now, this strength isn't just mine. It's me. So when the next challenge comes, I won't ask why me anymore. I'll say, try me. Because I was made for this. This hardship is not my punishment. It's my preparation. And I'm answering the call. If you feel that same fire inside, if you're tired of shrinking, of doubting, of backing down, then this space is for you. Subscribe now and let's walk through every storm together. No fear, no excuses, just strength, forged in fire. Some people look at me and think they know what I'm capable of. They try to measure me based on what they would do, how they would break, how they would quit. But they don't know what burns inside me. They don't know the nights I've stared at the ceiling, pushing down doubt, silencing the noise, telling myself, just one more day, just one more step. Because the truth is, no one understands my limits like I do. Not my friends, not my enemies, not even the ones who claim to support me. They see fragments, pieces of my struggle. But only I have felt the full weight of the war, one fight inside. That I know what it's like to carry pain in silence. I know the exact second when it hurts so bad my lungs feel like they'll collapse. And I keep going anyway. I know the crack of self-doubt that whispers, "You're done." And I know the exact moment I stare that voice down and say, "Not yet." That's power, because real strength, real discipline, it comes from knowing your edge and choosing to push past it when no one's watching. The world might see you walking calmly, but inside, you're climbing a mountain. They don't see the shaking legs, the screaming thoughts, the war in your chest. But you do that, and that makes you dangerous. Because when you know your true limits, not the comfortable ones, not the excuses, but the actual boundary between what's hard and what's impossible, you own your power. That's when average breaks. That's when good enough isn't even in your vocabulary anymore. You know how far you can stretch before snapping, and you stretch anyway. You know how long you can last under pressure, and you add more weight. You know when the pain hits, and you smile through it. That's a different kind of fire, and not everyone has it, because it's not taught in books, it's not earned through applause. It's earned in the moments when no one is cheering, and you're left with nothing but your own belief, your own voice saying, "I'm not done yet." See, people love to project. They'll say, "You're overdoing it. You should slow down. You'll burn out." But how can they know what I'm made of? They weren't there when I failed and kept going. They didn't hear the silence. After disappointment, the silence I filled with purpose. They don't feel what I feel when I'm right on the edge and refuse to fall, because I've trained in that darkness. I've sharpened myself there. I've broken before, but I've rebuilt stronger every single time. And now, I carry something untouchable. Self-awareness mixed with unstoppable grit. I don't need validation. I don't need permission. I don't even need someone to believe in me, because I know what I can take. And when you know that, when you've tested yourself enough to understand where your breaking point truly is, you become untouchable. Your mind becomes your engine. Your discipline becomes your shield. And your pain? That becomes your fuel. I'm not afraid of limits anymore. I've studied them. I've stared them in the face and chosen to go farther. Not because I want to prove something to others, but because I have to prove something to myself. And if you're hearing this, and something inside you is waking up, listen to it. You don't need permission. You don't need someone to tell you you're ready. You already know. You know the gap between comfort and greatness. You know the work you've avoided, the goals you've shelved, the power you've buried. It's time to bring it all back. It's time to stop underestimating the person in the mirror, the one who's fought every silent battle and still showed up, the one who has tasted failure but never choked on it, the one who, deep down, knows they've only scratched the surface of their potential. Push, bleed, fail forward, and push again, because you are the only one who knows what you're truly capable of. And the moment you stop asking for permission, the moment you stop needing approval, that's when your true power wakes up. So lean into the fire, push harder than you ever have, and don't stop until you look back and realize your limits weren't limits at all. They were lies, and you destroyed them. If you're ready to go deeper, to unlock more of this fire, then join me. Subscribe now, because we're not just building strength. We're building an unshakable legacy. If it didn't matter, I wouldn't feel it this deeply. If I wasn't meant to rise, the weight wouldn't press this hard. The fight inside me, the war won battle in silence every day, it's not weakness, it's proof. Proof that I am meant to win. Because if I wasn't built for this, why would life keep pushing me to the edge? Why would every challenge feel tailor-made to stretch me just a little further than I thought I could go? It's not punishment, it's preparation. This pressure, this fire, this overwhelming force crashing down on my shoulders, it's shaping me. I've asked myself 1,000 times, why does it feel so hard? Why does everything inside me scream to quit? Why does the finish line always feel 1 mile too far? And the answer always comes back the same, because I'm not here to stay the same. Growth was never supposed to feel comfortable. It's not supposed to feel easy. If it were, everyone would do it. But most people fold when the pressure rises. Most people retreat when it hurts, but not me, because I can feel the fight. And that fight, that refusal to break, isn't random. It's the part of me that knows I was made for more. I've tasted doubt. I've lived in fear. I've looked in the mirror and seen someone I didn't even recognize. But the fight has always stayed. It whispers, "Get back up." It yells, "Not yet." It roars, "You are not done." And sometimes that's all I've had. No support, no applause, no path. Just the war in my chest telling me, keep moving. And I listened, because that fight, that chaos inside me, it's never lied. It told me when I wasn't giving enough. It pushed me when I started settling. It lit a fire when everything around me went cold. That's how I know this struggle isn't here to break me, it's here to crown me. When the challenge feels overwhelming, that's not a sign to quit. It's confirmation that I've reached the threshold of transformation. I'm no longer who I was, but not yet who I'm meant to become. This in-between, this painful stretch of time, it's sacred. Because if I can survive this, if I can breathe through the doubt, stand through the pain, and move through the chaos, then what comes next will be mine. See, people talk about winning like it's a trophy, like it's something handed to you. But winning isn't given. It's earned. One broken fear at a time. One ignored excuse at a time. One painful, exhausted, late-night push at a time. I'm not just chasing a goal. I'm chasing who I said I'd become. And that version of me, the one I see in my mind, the one I feel in my bones, that version is calling me through the fire. So let it burn. Let the fear come. Let the hardship crush down. Because if I still feel the fight inside me, I haven't lost. I'm still in this. I'm still swinging. And that's enough. That's more than enough. Because this isn't about being perfect. This is about being relentless. And if I've got anything left, one more breath, one more rep, one more swing, then I've got everything I need. You hear me? Everything. Because growth only happens on the edge of comfort. And I'm standing right there, shaking, bleeding, but still standing, and I'll keep going. Not because I feel strong, but because I am strong. And I've got the fight to prove it. So if life thinks it can break me, if the world thinks I'll fold, let them come. Because this is what I was made for. The pressure, the chaos, the fire, let it rage. I'm not here to run from it. I'm here to rise through it. And every second I keep moving, every breath I take in defiance of doubt, is proof that I'm not just surviving. I'm winning. Because the fight inside me hasn't stopped. And as long as that flame burns, this battle isn't over. I was born for this. And if you feel that same fire burning inside you, if you know you're meant for more, then don't walk away, lean in. Own your fight. And if you're ready to rise with me, subscribe now. Because this is only the beginning. We fight forward. Together. I've spent too much time wishing it would get easier. Hoping the storm would pass, that life would suddenly hand me peace like some kind of reward for simply surviving. But now I see it for what it is, a lie. I told myself to stay comfortable. Because nothing worth building, nothing worth being, comes from comfort. It comes from war. From the battles I didn't ask for, but had to face anyway. And the truth is, I've been given these battles for a reason. Not because I'm weak, but because I'm the only one strong enough to carry them. Every wound, every scar, every restless night, it's mine. I own it. And in that pain, in that darkness, I'm not just surviving, I'm transforming. No one else can do this for me. No one else should. This is my weight to carry, my fire to build, my growth to earn. Because when I look back, when I finally reach that peak I keep imagining, I won't want to owe it to ease. I want to owe it to discipline, to grit, to the moments I could have quit, but chose not to. And it starts right now. Not tomorrow. Not when it's easier. Now, this moment. This breath, this pain. I've been running long enough from the hard truth that this battle I'm in, it's mine to win. Mine to endure. Mine to master. And the longer I wait for someone to save me, the longer I stay stuck in a life that's smaller than the one I was made for. I won't ask for the road to be smoother anymore. I won't beg the storm to calm. Let the wind howl. Let the ground shake. Let the doubt scream. I'm done shrinking. Done hiding. Done acting like life owes me anything. Life gave me this fight, and I'm going to make it regret ever thinking I'd fold. Asterisk, I know there are people out there who have it easier, who didn't get hit with the same pain, who walk through life with clean hands and untouched souls. But that's not me. And I don't envy them anymore. Because while they float, I rise. While they coast, I climb. And every inch I gain is earned with my own blood, my own tears, my own will dot, and that makes me dangerous. That makes me unstoppable. Because I don't rely on perfect conditions, I build in chaos. I thrive under pressure. I grow where most people break. And it's not because I don't feel the pain, it's because I own it. This is my battle, and I will own every second of it. When I'm tired, I'll remind myself, I chose this. I chose to rise. When it hurts, I'll say good. It means I'm still alive, still fighting. When doubt creeps in, I'll respond, not today. I've got work to do. Asterisk. This mindset, this refusal to fold, it isn't natural. It's forged, rebuilt every single day. Because every day, life will test me. Every day, the voice in my head will try to negotiate, to seduce me into quitting, into relaxing, into waiting for later. But later is where dreams go to die. Later is where potential rots. I don't live in later. I live in now. And now demands everything from me. I don't need applause. I don't need sympathy. I don't even need clarity. All I need is commitment, to keep going when it's hard, to keep pushing when the path isn't clear, to keep showing up when my heart feels hollow and my strength feels gone. Because the moment I stop waiting for it to be easier, I start becoming someone who can handle anything. So let the pain come. Let the doubt rise. I'll meet it with fire. I'll meet it with discipline. I'll meet it with purpose. Because this isn't just about survival. It's about evolution. It's about becoming the version of me I've always needed. The one who doesn't fold under pressure, but builds under it. The one who doesn't just endure pain, but uses it as proof that I am growing, that I am fighting, that I am becoming. Nobody can walk this for me. Nobody can fight this for me. So I don't wish for easier anymore. I train for stronger. I don't pray for less. I prepare for more. And I don't fear the battle, because the battle is what makes me. If I ever feel like quitting, I'll remind myself why I started. If I ever feel like I'm not enough, I'll look at how far I've come. And if I ever wonder if it's all worth it, I'll remember, growth doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who own their war. So today, I stop running. Today, I stop waiting. Today, I own the pain, the chaos, the exhaustion, the confusion, and I use it. I use it to rise. I use it to sharpen my mind, fortify my spirit, and strengthen my heart. Because this life isn't going to hand me anything, but it will respond to who I become. So I become unbreakable. I become focused. I become someone who doesn't just face hardship. I own it. And in owning it, I own my growth. If this fire lit something in you, if you felt that same call to rise and fight, then don't let this be the end. Hit that subscribe button, join the journey, and let's grow stronger together. This isn't just motivation, this is war. And we don't back down, ever. If you're done running, if you're ready to rise and own your war, then don't just watch, commit. Subscribe now, and walk this path of strength with us. Because this is more than a message, this is a movement. And we don't stop, ever.